All right, I think this might be the better location. Got my little background. Make sure I'm sitting up straight. Got everything else, and I should probably make my bed. 1 second.
Stores are like Chelsea change. Down the lights, spread the dimes. Time to spread this, your dream sense at all. Godly thrones that be dancing, salad, got to ransom, don't.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Lexi Show. I'm just kidding. This is Two Sisters Locked Lexi edition, or should I say traditional Locs edition. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how my hair journey has been so far. I am 14 months locked, and so I'm going to tell you about how my experience has been since day one. Just a few disclaimers before I start. Number one, there are things that I did during my first year that I do not encourage other people to do. Okay, so just not everything that I did and that I'm gonna say in this video is necessarily good practice or what you should be doing. And number two, when I started my locks, I was going through some serious acne problems. So this will basically just be a representation as well of how my skin is cleared up. Okay? And before we get started, I cannot say another word without reminding you to subscribe to our channel. I mean, come on, you're already here. Why not click the button? We have so many more videos coming up and you don't want to miss them. Also, we are on Instagram and on TikTok at two sisters locked. If you're only watching us on YouTube, you are missing out on half of the fun because we post all the time on Instagram. We post every single day and we have tutorials, we have tips, we have funny videos. Just go ahead, take out your phone, go ahead and subscribe and get us on Instagram. Okay, now let's get into the video. So I got my locks started at Locs Atlanta. I'm actually still there. My loctician has been the only person who has touched my locks. And I did a virtual consultation because I was traveling from out of town at the time. And I sent the pictures to my loctician and I told her, hey, I have 4B/4C hair. I also, I want small size locks, and she said, okay. So I went in, she started my hair with comb coils and she did diamond parts. So I have a pretty cool grid. Unfortunately, I can't show you my grid today because it doesn't look the best. It's really awesome. Now she did style my hair after she installed my locks. The installation process took about 4 to 5 hours with her sectioning off, doing the coils, and with me having to sit under the dryer and everything like that. She styled my hair for me, which was good because it kept everything together. I felt like if I hadn't had it styled, it would have like completely fallen apart. And so she told me that she wanted to see me again in another 3 weeks. I kept in my style for most of the time, and when I took down my style, I counted my locks. And some people say that that's bad luck, but it kind of is, because I counted my locks and I had in my mind a number of what I thought how many locks I was going to have based on other people's locks who I had seen, who I had liked, and I knew how much they had. And I had much less locks than they did. And I was in distress. I'm not gonna lie. I was in distress because I was like, no, they're gonna end up too big. I wanted them smaller. And I texted her and I was like, I think they're too big. And I actually even wanted to take them out so she could do them over. And she told me, not to worry. She did it based on my hair density, how much hair I have, how thick my hair is and everything, and that it was gonna turn out okay. So I decided to trust her, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I also prayed. I prayed over my locks. I was like, Lord, I hope these locks turn out great. And they did. That's why you pick somebody who you can trust, because the size and everything that they are now, I love them. And I could not imagine them being any smaller at all. I took down my second style yesterday, so, it's nice to see the little thing then. This is the size. So this is 4 weeks. It was yesterday. This is my first month with them. This is the size, still very small. Now, when she first washed my hair, of course, everything fell apart. Even as the months started progressing, the front of my hair had the hardest time locking. So she actually would go in and use a crochet hook and instant lock it to try and help the front ones to keep up. I'll say this video because this is going on 7 weeks. Tomorrow will be 7 weeks since I got my hair locked. And I don't want to only show the positive side of this, okay? This was completely out. This is completely out. I mean, the edges are gonna be the hardest part. All in here, look at that. All in here. Like, look at this right here. Not even a thing. Just lay down well in it. The process. We're just gonna stick with the process, okay? Oh my goodness, like my hair is hanging like so much better, because usually when I take out the style, like it's kind of like, you know how the roots be doing things like this, you know, kind of like under here. But now they're hanging down like a lot better. Like as soon as I took down the sides, look, they just lay down, you know. It's a little bit messy. The front, God bless the front. The front is not walking. There's really no budding in the front. Let's just put it that way. No budding in the front yet. The ends are still very thin. The front, as soon as she washes, it's just gonna go. Pff. This is usually how it is, where it's sticking up. This is the perfect example. You know, it doesn't lay down. It's just, oh my goodness, just kind of sticking up. But the rest of it, try and find a piece. Find it. Where are you, little one? There you go. Okay. So this is something that I did that I do not suggest that other people do. Every time I wanted to get my hair done, I was going every 4 weeks. I got my hair styled. I know, and that could be bad because you don't want, the styles are tight and they can really like pull and like, you know, encourage breakage and stuff like that. So I got my hair styled every time, and I would keep my styles in for at least 2 weeks. And so that wasn't good really for me to do. But I did have some really cute styles that she did. One of my favorite ones were like the 2 barrel rolls that went back, and like I just kept getting compliments on them. I loved them. But yeah, I definitely don't do the styling really anymore. I was going to her every 4 weeks until January. That was when my locks really started getting some body to them. You know, they weren't like before. When you get comb coils, like you can like squish them and feel on the inside. Now they're like a solid shaft. So that's when they started getting fuller, and I didn't think I needed to go as often. And so starting in January, I started going every 6 to 8 weeks, and I still do that now. We've been through a lot. I look like I've been through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Woo! Okay, the front kind of still struggling. She's done some instant locking. So it's kind of getting better here. Thing is though, it doesn't really lay the sides. I guess because they're shorter, you know, they really are thickening up a look. So it's really, that's the main issue is with the sides, is that they won't lay down. It's getting to the point where it's almost heavy enough to lay down, and it's a little bit shorter than the rest. So that's why I guess it sticks up. But up here, I mean, kind of lays down. Here's an end piece. Still hasn't locked my lock. I'm gonna start going from 4 weeks. Let me not do that. I look like I don't know what I look like, but it's not like how I want to look. Oh, just do something. Do something. Do something. Okay, so I'm gonna stop going every 4 weeks. I've been going every 4 weeks consistently on the dot for the past 6 months, and I don't want to over twist. Want my hair done next week, Tuesday, and then after that it's gonna be 6 weeks and longer. 6 weeks. Why I say longer is because I want to start doing T-string twists. Twist is a compression style. It keeps it longer, neater longer, and when I take them down, I can take them down in like 3 or 4 weeks, and then they'll be curly for another 2 weeks or so. So I think that it'll last 8 weeks. I was about 7 months locked, and my locks were thick enough that they could be put into twists. So she first did a 3 to 4 strand twist on my locks, and it was nice, but they were so short, and I thought I looked like a little boy. Seriously. So I pinned them up. I pinned them up until I took them down. I unraveled the twists at about 4 weeks in, and it gave me such a cute twist out. I mean, it was full, it was luscious, I loved it. And that's like one of my favorite things to do with my locks even now. I wish I'd gotten my hair how I had it earlier today, but y'all, when I tell y'all, they are thickening up, getting some body, some body, yaddy, 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 body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. I'm just kidding. Look how thick they're getting. They're just... I'm proud of them. They're hanging, we banging, you know what I mean? You could just do a little eye. Oh, maybe not yet, maybe not yet. You know, like you get, I just feel like I have arrived into who Lexi was always meant to be. Next week will be 11-month lock update. So it's holding up pretty well. I mean, yeah, this is a little bit, you know, but it's not too bad. It can hang. It can still hang, okay? It's getting to shoulder length now, but I love like the thickness of some of them. I've been going back and looking at videos of them, like a skinny picnic like I take them, and I'm like, I can't believe that I didn't want them bigger than that. Like, I really like this size. Like, I just love the fullness, and when I do a twist out, it gets even fuller, so that's great. So when I was about at 11 months, so 10, 11 months locked, I started noticing the length. That's when I started realizing, okay, now my hair is in the stage where it's finally gonna start growing, because your hair actually like shrinks up as it's locking, and then you start to see the length, and you start to see them grow out some. And when I was at 11 months, I was able to even do a donut bun without having the shaper. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram, because I have a reel on there that shows how I did it. It was a little tutorial of how I did it. Go ahead, follow us on Instagram. The benefit of starting locks with some length is that when you feel like they're getting messy or you need something to do with them, like I could easily put them up in a bun. And if it wasn't in a style, I, for the most part, had them up in a bun the whole time. Now, when I was 12 months locked was when I did my first kind of like semi like retwist. I was going out of town and we're gonna go see family, and I was going longer. I was going about, I had to go like 10 weeks without a retwist. So my hair was looking messy, and I didn't want to go looking like that, and I couldn't get an appointment with my loctician. So I sprayed the front and I retwisted the front and decided to retwist it myself. And it looked pretty good. You know, I know some people, you know, they manage their hair themselves from the beginning, but I've been nervous too, but it looked really good. So I was like, I think I can actually retwist my whole head if I wanted to. And I think probably another 2 months, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna wash my hair myself. I'm gonna retwist the whole thing, and I'm gonna document all of it. So that's why you wanna subscribe to us, because then you can see the video and see how that goes. It's gonna be very entertaining. Now for the 13/14 month lock update, this is a picture of my hair at 13 months. Shelby actually took it while we were in church. And as you can see, my locks are like layered, and I was so confused because I didn't have layered hair before I started locks, and so I asked my loctician, and she told me that it looks like my hair is going through a second shrinkage. I thought it just shrunk up once and then started, you know, then I would start seeing the length, because I have been seeing the length, so I didn't realize it was going to shrink up again, but it looks like it's going through a second shrinkage phase, and it seems to be only the top locks, which is so weird. So I don't know if the bottom ones are going to shrink up and catch up to it, but that's why my hair looks really layered now. So it's very interesting. Like I said, 10, 11 months is when I started noticing the length. So I'm gonna show you a shot from January. That was when I was 7 months locked. And then I guess I could just show you what my hair looks like now. Or you guys have been seeing it the whole time, but they're kind of like here. And I will show you. So that's what they look like now. And you know, I really do love my locks. I know people are gonna ask about the color. The color was done before I locked my hair. So I have not actually colored my locks. My locks were started with color in them. But I love everything about my locks. Like, if you are considering doing locks, I promise you, well, let me not promise you, do it. That's all I'm gonna say, do it, because it's such a different lifestyle not having to detangle and like worry about stuff like that. You know, I wake up in the morning, I shake my hair out and I go. If I wanna put it up in a bun, I can. If I wanna put like half up, half down, I can. It's so low maintenance. I mean, I still have to moisturize and like, you know, keep them healthy and stuff like that, but it's just so different to having loose natural hair, and I love having them. Like I said, I love how the size has gotten. They're probably going to like get a little bigger, I feel like, because parts like here are kind of big, and like these are still kind of like skinnier. Like at the ends they're kind of bigger, so I feel like they're gonna kind of get bigger anyways. But yeah, I love everything about them. It's just been such a great like seamless journey so far, and I'm just excited to see what else they do. Yeah, it's great. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was very informative for those of you who are kind of wondering what your lock process might look like, or I hope it's encouraging to those of you who may be already in the journey and may be a little bit frustrated. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to us. Subscribe. Remember to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We are 2 Sisters Locs. Thank you for joining us on our page, and we hope that you come back and see some more. Bye guys.